hit it.
What's going on YouTube? It's Kevin and Mikkel. We are back with another video. I hope you guys enjoyed your weekend. I enjoyed the hell out of my weekend. I had a great time in the mountains of Blue Ridge, Georgia. I went there to celebrate my friend Daniel's birthday, and he had about, I believe it was about 10 of us there. At first it was 8, then it was 10. Yeah, it was about 10 of us there. And we had a great time. I made a video discussing it, discussing about 10 minutes of the trip, so it'll be seen at another time, so make sure y'all look out for that video. But I just want to say thank you to Daniel for inviting me to go to Blue Ridge. I had a great time. Y'all know me, don't no trip go without something happening. So, but I ain't gonna talk about that. But it's still like that part was just like a little small part versus that whole trip, that experience. And thank you too, because you know I was not really enthusiastic on going to some damn mountains, and you was just saying you really should go. It's something different, and it really was something different. And I would recommend people to do things that you don't want to do. Now,
Usually do.
Yeah, that you won't normally do. Let me tell you this. Something I will never do again. I don't care who I'm with. I'm never river rafting. I have a scar here, a scar here.
Oh, that one right there.
And something else happened over here. I'm not doing it again. And I almost drowned. Mind you, the tube fell over top of my head while I got on one of those
Life jacket.
Yes, and I'm trying to find a stone to stand up in the water so I can get back into the tube. Never again. But the experience of being with 8 people in one house, it was a big house. You've seen the pictures. It's really big. It was just a great experience, and I definitely would do something like that again. So shout out to Daniel for picking something different, because normally when you say we're going to Atlanta, he flipped the whole script on us. We all went an hour and a half north of Atlanta to Blue Ridge. So that was my weekend.
I would like to do something like that.
Yeah, it would be, I'm telling you, it was fun. And then, what I didn't say in that other video is, the white people there was not a rude white person that we found out in Blue Ridge. I tell you one thing, though, they do look shocked when they see you, because they're like, bitch, where the fuck you coming from? Because all you see is white people. I only seen 2 sets of black people. When we were up the mountains, there was some other people in that house, and when we went to the raft, there was a black couple that was about to go down to get their tube as well. So otherwise, I didn't see nobody. And to get liquor in Blue Ridge, bitch, you gotta go 18 miles to another county just to get liquor, because everywhere they just had beer. Beer this, beer that, beer there, beer and wine. Beer and wine. We wanted liquor. You have to go to LJ County. I hope y'all know what I'm talking about, but yeah. Yeah, but how was your weekend? What you do?
Good, nice and quiet.
Nice and quiet, alright. So,
nice and quiet.
So while we were celebrating Daniel's birthday, you know, I happened to say that, you know, I love Miss Tina's Instagram, but I should have known there was something going on, because she was posting stuff while she was at the tour.
Yes, thank you.
And she was posting stuff at the tour, and I was like, Miss Tina is really out here living her best life. And you don't really see a lot of celebrity moms, and I know y'all probably don't care to see them, but first of all, her personality, I know her personality that she got on Instagram, and I love it. And I was like, after Will Smith, Miss Tina knows got the best Instagram, just based on the stuff that I was seeing. Those were my little random mountain thoughts. Then when I went back to her page, it said album out now, and I'm like, what the fuck you talking about? And I put the eyes and stuff on there. And y'all know I don't have titles, so I didn't get a chance to listen to the album until today. But we'll get into that. But just the hype around it, all I saw was pictures of a girl braiding a dark-skinned guy hair. It looks like, you know, I guess Beyonce and Jay-Z is their album cover. But I didn't get a chance to watch the video, so I can't really, like, you know, get
so
my...
You still haven't seen it?
I haven't watched the video, and I know it's like 6 minutes or something.
I love it. I love the video. One of the girls is actually a former uncut worker with China. Worked at the bar with her. Yes. And everybody knows her. We were all out here talking about the other day. Everybody knows her.
That's on the cover or just
that's
in the
dancing
video?
With her.
What?
Standing right next to her. And Beyonce posted her on the page. The one who's on her page sitting down. Her. She used to work with China.
Look at Fashion Nova. They've been tweeting a lot. Yeah,
Fashion Nova and Netflix too. They was all up on the Beyonce stuff. Like yes, and here she is too, standing next to Beyonce. So she went.
I've been saying that all
weekend. From working with China
to working with Beyonce. Bitch, you can't write a better story than that. Okay. Working at Uncut in it's North Philly, right?
Yeah.
From 22nd Street to wherever Beyonce said, and you can't tell nobody.
But the fact that
anybody know she was working for her?
Well, China said that the girl auditioned for Coachella, and she got the dancing gig at Coachella, and then apparently they asked some of the dancers, would y'all be able to go on tour? Because one of the guys who actually sings with Beyonce, he used to do J. Rome. He used to sing on YouTube, and I showed you some of his videos before in the past. He now sings with Beyonce now too, and he was with her.
So the mama's not with Beyonce?
Well, one of the mamas is, but I don't know what's going on with that. Him. He
I've seen
yeah. He started out on YouTube, and he did Coachella, and now he's one of the singers on the tour. And me and him were talking about it the other day, and I was like, wow, like I remember watching your Whitney Houston videos, you covering Whitney Houston songs, and now you're singing for Beyonce. Like,
yes.
You can't, like you said, write a better story than that.
No, you cannot.
But the fact that they were able to rent out the Louvre in Paris and film this music video, everybody, because they were talking about it today on The View too, like, I wonder how much that costs for them to rent that out, like, the permits that they had to go through, like, the fact that y'all were in the Louvre and y'all actually filmed this music video, and this video is awesome. It's like a beautiful visual. Like it's the perfect video for that perfect setting that they're in. Like it's so beautiful, and I like the whole melanin. I like how Beyonce and Jay-Z are bringing black power and black beauty to the. I mean, it's just awesome. Like first of all, I love that song. My first time hearing it, I was like, this is my new anthem. Like, I really like Ape Shit. Like, I really like that song. But as you get more into the album, like me and you were talking about earlier, you really start to listen to the lyrics, and you start to see that they both had their chance to tell their stories on their own albums, Lemonade and 444. But now the two of them are together on Everything Is Love, and they're both telling their story. But I feel like this particular album, they're telling the story of what happened, but how they were able to overcome that and to get to where they are today. And I love this. And I can't wait until they come to the U.S. because I can't wait to see the new set list.
Yeah.
To have these
because now for me, I definitely have to re-listen to that whole album again. I listened to it today. Of course, I had a couple of distractions going on, but for me, like I've always wanted a Jay-Z and Beyonce album. Y'all know I've been saying it for a long time. So on the first listen, I'm just like, I don't know. But lyrically, like I was telling Mikkel, like lyrically is everything. But like musically, like I love like how they did Crazy in Love and Deja Vu and Hollywood, and a lot of that stuff that they did separately. I mean, did on their albums. Like I thought it would be like an album full of music like that, so I wasn't ready for them to not sit there, but basically tell their story together, and that's what I got from it. But I'm like, I really have to listen to it again. But the last song, I definitely love that song. I don't know the name of it, but I know she was talking about he threw a stone away, or she threw a stone away, or he had to replace it. Something is on the last song. I know. All I gotta do is pull up the name of the song, the last song. It's called Love Happy. And I love the chorus of that song. And Boss, I was really liking the beat to Boss, but I don't know
I really like
what the hell it's about. Yeah. So please don't judge me, because I am fresh coming off of the plane, and I had to make sure stuff was okay. But I definitely listened to it once, and you cannot, you can't say, oh, it's bad or it's good, just like to me based on one listen. Not for me. I can't do that. So y'all forgive me.
I like the change that they took, because when we were talking about it earlier, I said that I did not expect. Once I got into the album, I said, I'm so happy they didn't take that Crazy in Love Deja Vu route, because that's in the past. That was, Crazy in Love was 15, 16 years ago. Deja Vu was, 12 years ago. Like, all that is in the past. Like, this is 2018. We need a updated, a more grown sound.
The sound is so, to me the sound is dark. It's not like,
right,
you see all these bright colors, like, I hear like,
but it's telling their story. But also too, 10, 12, 15 years ago, we didn't know any of this about them. So this is the evolution of the two of them. They're letting you in on their life. But the thing about it is, they let you in on their life on their own terms. On their own terms. Like, for instance, who the hell, first of all, I've always said this, and I'll say this again. What's that? What happened?
Richard!
No.
What's wrong with you?
No.
What?
Come here, Kevin.
I'm recording. I need to know what's going on.
Well, obviously nothing bad.
Not the way he sounded. You know, anytime they start screaming, you gotta see what the fuck is going on. Sorry.
I don't
You
live
have
here.
to see what's going on.
I don't live here. Now, back to what I was saying. What was I saying? I was saying
That they were letting us in on their own terms.
they were letting us in on their own terms. I can't remember what I was saying. I was getting ready to say something, but that kind of distracted me.
Yes.
But, yeah, they were letting us. This album, they're letting us in on their own terms. Go ahead, because I can't remember.
Yeah, but I'm definitely gonna put it on repeat so I can talk about it.
I wish I could remember what I was.
I wish I would have waited. I mean,
what I was going to say was really good, and now I can't remember.
that's all right. It'll come back
It will.
because I want to know what the tour is gonna be like. But definitely, it's definitely not what I thought it would sound like on the first listen. So some people say, "Oh, are you crazy?" You know, like on Twitter, if you don't,
Well,
say
especially if you have no, but I think more so like you had an expectation, and this is not the expectation that you had. But I also think that a lot of people had the same expectation as you. I will be honest, I had that expectation too. But when I heard the album, I said to myself, I'm glad this was not what I expected, because it's different, because it's more personal, because they allow you to, this is what I was going to say about her team. I've said it before, she has the best team in the industry. No leaks, no nothing. And the fact that after the album dropped, all her dancers and singers started posting pictures of them, during the shoots and stuff. They all had these pictures that they couldn't wait to post, but they couldn't post them. But her team is so perfect because they don't leak anything. They allow you to be on the edge of your seat. They allow you to criticize Beyonce for weeks and months. Bitch, where the fuck is this album? What's taking you so long with this album? And ain't nobody saying nothing. Ain't nobody responding back. You see people all under Miss Tina comments. Where's the album? You see them under Yvette's comments. Where's the album? You see them, everybody's wondering where the album is. But what I love about the team is they do things the way it should be done. No leaks. Nobody's finding out anything until it's done. Also, who would have ever fucking known or thought that Beyonce and Jay-Z got remarried? Like, nobody even knew that until this tour happened. When you saw the footage on the tour, nobody knew that they got remarried.
Well, the first time we could blame Kelly and Michelle.
Right, but nobody knew this now. Like nobody knew that they renewed their vows. Like, this is a team that everybody in the industry should have, like a team like this. But I think that it's so decent because, again, it allows them to tell their stories on their own terms at their own time and without any interruptions. And now we've told our story, we've released our story, so now we're going to, like I said too with Lemonade, now we're going to allow y'all to pick at what y'all what y'all want to pick at in the songs and go on what y'all think that this means or whatever the case may be, while we're going to sit back and enjoy being on tour. And we're not going to do no interviews about this because we no longer do interviews.
Did they say that too?
No, but I'm just saying, like, when's the last time you really saw, well, anyway, with Beyonce. Jay-Z does little interviews because he has that thing with David Letterman on Netflix, and he interviewed with him, but you don't really see them do, like there is no 106 in Park no more. They don't go on there. When's the last, I can't even tell you when the last time Beyonce was on Ellen.
I don't know. Maybe Beyonce would do a Super Soul Sunday with Oprah. Maybe I just spoke that into existence because I would love it on the Carter's Mansion in LA.
In their new home, yeah.
Yes.
With the babies.
Yes. And all Beyonce do is just sit there and preach to Oprah. Like, that would be great. Because that'll be like a full circle from girl, don't tell nobody your business to now, like, you was telling your business and making money off of it. How and
but telling your business
stuff.
again on
but
your
not,
own tour.
yeah, I know.
You
but
know
it's
what I
not
mean?
bad.
Right, yeah.
So
she's in charge of the narrative. They are in charge of what's being put out there. They're in charge of when it's being put out there and how it's being put out there.
It must be some heavy-handed, something heavy in that non-disclosure with these people.
Yeah.
Bitch, because...
But then who would want to fuck up a chance of working with Beyonce and Jay-Z? I don't think anybody would want to fuck that up. So it's like, no, I'm not going to dare, because we're talking about Beyonce and Jay-Z, and particularly with Beyonce, we have seen from the past decade, Beyonce keeps the same people. The mamas have been with her since B-Day. Some of her dancers, like Ashley, has been with her since B-Day. Like, that's a decade. She keeps the same people around her. So who would want to fuck that up? Like, some of these new dancers who are coming in, they could be the next Ashley who's there for the next, decade. So I wouldn't want to fuck that up. So yeah, you ain't even got to worry about me signing no non-disclosure, because I ain't saying a motherfucker. What?
And now that was been the talk of the weekend. And now today,
can I just say this real quick? The album is now out everywhere.
Yes.
Spotify, iTunes, Tidal. So get the album if you have not gotten it. Get it, and if you have not gotten your tickets to the On the Run 2 tour, get those tickets.
Yeah, and mind you, I wasn't ready for the Carters. Not just Beyonce and Jay-Z. It's just the Carters. They better do that.
Okay.
So. We just found out this rapper, I don't know how to say his name, XXXTentacious or something like that. I didn't know him. All I know is I never listened to his music, but every time I've heard of him, it was always about something with a woman or him beating up on a woman. But he was tragically killed today. And a lot of people, I need him to turn that off.
They're coming up the steps.
Lock my door.
Who is it?
Not Richmond.
Who? Richmond.
That's Richmond. That was Richard. He's in the back. And Richard only one player for playing now. So he's the only one that plays just one that loud. So what I said, tell you he was killed today. And a lot of people were posting the video. I don't care if you love him or all that stuff. Why would you want to show someone's lifeless body laying there and with people putting their little caption up from Snapchat or Instagram or whatever? That's just not something to do. I never listened to his music. I don't think I would listen to his music. But he seems like he's touched a lot of people. But then you got people that's been tweeting like a lot of nasty stuff about him that they're glad that he's dead. I would just say if you can feel the way you feel, but if it's negative, don't put that out there, because you don't want something to happen to you, and people tweet about you, and with your family, somebody in your family didn't like you and say stuff like, nobody would want their body out there on the internet like that, lifeless like that. So yeah, that's
Aretha Franklin had a song called "Think."
Yeah, how about that?
And a lot of people don't think.
No,
but then somebody outside said earlier, people do things for views and likes now. And that's exactly what it is. Views and likes, so you can get your views and likes up, and then by a day or two later, nobody's thinking about you or your page anymore. It's just so sad that people would do stuff like that.
Yeah, I mean, I couldn't do anything like that. No. Now, if it's a sex video, okay, like I understand why people do it. But a death video, come on.
I don't even post that.
It reminded me of like when Messi Maya died. This is like a long time ago, and somebody posted his picture there, and they put a caption on it like, "Why?" Like he had blood coming out of his mouth. Like, why would you do that? Why would you do that? So yeah, it's just horrible that people think that it's okay. I hate when people tag me in videos.
I'm
without
happy no one
warning
does
me.
that. Because, and in the past when people have tagged me in graphic stuff, I immediately block them. I don't say anything to them, I just block them. Because you're gonna realize once you see that you're blocked, why it is that I blocked you without me even telling you.
You're blocked.
You're blocked. Or why I did it. Because you don't send people stuff like that. Everybody's not into seeing stuff like that. And I don't want to see stuff like that on my timeline. I don't want to see stuff like that in my DMs. You know?
I can tell you what I would like to see in my DM, but I'm going to leave it alone. You know? But
You didn't get enough of that this weekend?
I didn't do not a damn thing. I'll tell you that. I'll tell you that.
Would you advise
Look,
them?
guess who I saw that I would, let me not say that, but I was like, bitch, thickness looks good on you.
Oh, do I know them?
Yes.
You want to say it out loud or am I?
I said it out loud because I told him. He knew. I said it from the book. Joe Work.
Oh. But Joe Work's never, he's never been skinny.
No, but I mean, today,
You saw him today?
I seen him Saturday.
Oh.
Saturday night.
Oh, you mean today, like as far as now, present day? Oh.
Anyway,
Whatever happened to him? He disappeared off of social media. Or is it that I just don't
yeah, I
follow?
know he's been selling houses now.
Oh, he does real estate.
Either houses or cars, and he works at the bank. So he's been doing his thing.
I know that's right.
Yeah, he told
real
me,
estate is good money, especially if you know what you're doing.
Yeah, I was with somebody yesterday
That's good for him.
that's also into real estate because they were saying like the homes. Everyone is just buying homes and they, trying to get in on it too. I need to see, but Philly not
That's
really
good. Right.
booming like that. They trying to just move people out of one area and charge hundreds of thousands of dollars for a room probably my size. Like, it's not even worth
Because
it.
they do it in New York all the time.
Yeah, all the time.
They do it in New York, so they're trying to do it like
Philly,
New York.
but we are not Philly. I mean, we are not New York.
But that's good for Joe Works.
Yeah.
I'm happy for him because I remember years ago. You know.
Over there.
No, I'm just saying. But there's growth. Everyone has grown, and I'm happy because, like I said, real estate is brings in good money, especially if you know what you're doing and you're good at selling these houses. That commission can be very good. So he's doing his thing, and then he works at a bank too. So he's doing his thing financially. So that's good, very good for him.
Very good. Yeah. So he was one of, besides the trip. No, he was a highlight. I know that's crazy me saying that, but yeah, it was good seeing him.
He was one of the highlights.
Yeah. One of the highlights.
Should I?
No, don't do that.
Oh, okay.
Don't do that.
Because I was trying to figure out, are you trying to tell me something?
No, I was
No.
I'm saying it. It's
Yeah.
public now.
Yeah.
I was just like.
Because you said he was one of the highlights, and I'm thinking like, okay, well, you just saw him.
Yeah, and it was brief. But
Oh.
I was just like.
How was it brief? Like y'all just were passing by?
Because because it was the time they were ready to leave, and I was just like, bitch, I'm just getting started. You know me.
Yeah,
And-
I do.
And it came to the point I was just like, wait a minute now, if we driving back, they could have left and we could have went back on our own. But yeah, it wasn't,
Who's we could have left on our own? You and Joe were?
No.
Well, then how did you see? When did you see him?
Because we decided at the day we celebrated his birthday at the house. We was like, everybody go get dressed. Well, I didn't decide, but they decided we're going to Atlanta. We're going to go to Atlanta and go to Bulldogs. And
Yeah,
then, we were there. First of all, we got there early. I wasn't mad about that. But then, like, once, it started popping, I mean, it was popping, and then somebody was like, oh, we're ready to leave.
Oh, God.
So I'm just like,
Debbie Downer. That probably would have been me.
so you know me, if I was in Atlanta, I'll see y'all.
Right.
I'd get my Uber and go wherever I go.
Right.
But, yeah. But then I realized, like, wait a minute, we drove back together, so we could have stayed down here longer, and they could have been at the house sleeping. But then again, we had to pack and all that shit.
Right. So it was a good thing y'all left early.
Yeah, but I really enjoyed.
You still didn't get to the part where you ran into Jordan.
Oh, so I had a drink, and then Joe Work was walking down. I was like, look at this big guy, and then He had on black. I believe he had on black. He had his haircut. He looked real nice. And then I'm like, that's Joe Work. So then we talked, we hugged, all that stuff, and caught up for a good 2 minutes.
Because that's all it takes.
And then it was all like, oh, we really gotta go. I'm like, Joe, I'll see you at another time. Yeah, I was so pissed. Because you know me, and you know once them. Yes!
You were down there with a different group of people.
But don't get me wrong.
It's not
a rude mother effer from New Orleans that was in that kitchen cooking. They cooked. And I think I'm going to New Orleans for my birthday.
And they seasoned really well.
Baby. No hot sauce was needed.
It was
all the
hot.
right spices and everything was in it.
See, I don't like spice. You know I don't like spice.
I had seconds. I had thirds. Let me tell you something. My stomach was singing yesterday. And you know when you stay at somebody's house, you don't want to keep farting and stuff like.
But you had no choice to it.
I had no
Their
choice.
stomachs are probably used to it. Yours
Not mine.
Yeah. We don't.
My stomach was going on the plane.
Oh my God.
Since yesterday, it was
oh
just.
My God. Now that's the worst place to have your stomach boiling at. And that's small confined
That's
space.
what I was hoping I wasn't farting in my sleep because I just was like, this old lady is sitting next to me.
Did you have to go to the bathroom on the plane?
No, I just had to just let gas out, but I knew it was going to be loud, so I just was holding it like. But thank God it was only an hour and a half flight. And then like when I got in the car, the Uber to come here, I didn't feel it. You
felt better.
Yeah, I just went to the bathroom. But you know, normally like if you hold something that don't get me wrong, I'm not saying nasty, but I did go to the bathroom. But what I'm saying is like when you got that gas just built up, like.
Usually when that gas builds up like that, if you don't let it out, it will start. Your stomach will start hurting to where it's like, all right, now you gotta let this
out. Yeah, because I thought I was like, ooh, like it was like that when I was on the plane, and I was like, all right, I'm gonna probably have to walk slow, but I ain't had none of that.
That's why when I go on a plane or like a bus, I try to not eat heavy, too much, like either that day or the day before, because my stomach is a stomach that will.
Baby.
Yeah. Well, you know how I do it here.
Yes.
Can't.
But I'm gonna tell you how they do it. They cooks, and there are men. That's what I love most about it. I'm like, men up north. You find it's rare to find men that cook, but down there, bitch, they was in there chopping up this, chopping up that. Like it was like they loved actually cooking. But me like, bitch, I ain't got time for
people
this.
down south, and I'm not going to say people up north don't do it, because you got a lot of people up north that do it. Because my dad can cook his ass off. My dad taught my mom how to cook. He can cook his ass off. One of my aunts, she can cook her ass off too. I love going to her house to eat. But people down south, I feel like they make love to their food. Like they, you know what I mean? Like that's where all the ingredients came from. With like our ancestors down south and putting shit, you know what I mean? And putting shit together and all that. So I would love to go down south and just eat. And I don't mean at no restaurant, I mean at somebody's house who can cook.
Yes.
Just sit there and eat. Now, no spicy stuff, because I can't do spicy stuff.
Oh, then you can't come to New Orleans then.
I can't.
You know how they do.
I can't do spicy stuff. Spicy stuff will, first of all, I don't like spicy stuff because I can't enjoy something that's hot. I can't. It has no taste to me. Once it's hot, I'm like, I can't enjoy this. And then my stomach is a stomach that can't take that, because within a matter of 10 minutes, it's a wrap. Where's the bathroom? That stuff runs through me like water.
Sure.
If I go to Cracker Barrel, IHOP or something like that, I have to go home soon, because it's
I'm about to say you picking up.
No, because it'll start running through me, and it's like, yeah, I gotta go.
And then Shakina's, who's my nephew's girlfriend, her grandma was like,
He's my nephew's girlfriend, but
Yeah.
she's no relation to me.
well, how about my nephew's great grandmother on his mother's side?
Well, how about this? My nephew's mother, she can't.
You trying? Her grandma.
How about this?
me.
The one who lives across the hall.
Oh, you trying? The grandma, you know, I talked to the grandma today, who was also one of my closest friends' mother. She's like, I want you to bring me back some boiled peanuts. And I was like, I've never heard of it. She's like, oh, it's really popular down south. I want you to pound them and I want you to bring it back. Now she was like, listen, don't get too drunk and forget about my peanuts.
Because we all know how you do.
Yeah, so she was like,
everybody knows.
make sure you bring them back. I was like, all right. So the day we went river rafting, I had told them that I needed to get them there. Oh, don't worry about it, you won't find them. The day we went river rafting, you know how they got the little places out there that
the shops and all that. Yeah.
Said boiled peanuts, and they were fresh.
Wow.
Fresh boiled peanuts. They got regular boiled peanuts, and then they had the hot and spicy.
Did you taste some?
Bitch, that's another thing. The reason probably why my stomach was fucked up. Because when I started eating them, I could not stop.
And like Pringles.
Yeah, and they also they had like the right salt and pepper in them, and they taste like little potatoes to me. Like it's nothing you wouldn't even know you're eating a peanut. And I knew it was those peanuts because never mind. But the food and oh my god. But they are so good. I brought me back some, but I brought her grandma back a whole I found some Ziploc bags, put it in there, and then when I was in the supermarket, I seen the boiled peanuts, so I brought her back 4 cans because they was only $1.
Mm-hmm.
But Shakina said she already ran through 2 cans, so it's not gonna last.
Well, you just got back today.
Yes, and she ate 2 cans already. She was hyped.
What the fuck?
She was so happy when I showed her that I got them for her. Yeah, but she already ate 2 cans.
I want to try an Anthony Bourdain thing and just go to different places down south and eat.
Yes.
But I would need for people down south to recommend.
Yeah, because people was recommending this breakfast spot to me in Atlanta called Atlanta Brunch or something, but it's a black owned thing. The next time I'm in Atlanta, I'm definitely going to go. Because the flying, I went to 2 places and the grits were not good. And I wanted to go to Waffle House so bad, but
I don't care what the rest of y'all say. When I go back there, I'm going to the Waffle House.
Yeah,
you know how much I love. You know how I bitch. When I saw there was a Waffle House out in Allentown, I said, we had a Waffle House up here in Pennsylvania. I love the Waffle House. Kevin knows. My last time in Atlanta, I went to the Waffle House about 15 times within a matter of 4 days a week.
Yes.
I went to the Waffle House every day, like 4 days straight. 4 times a day.
You cannot, I can't find no good grits on this trip. We went to the little spot out in Blue Ridge, they were nasty. Then we went to the Flying Biscuit, they were nasty.
See, I like
getting it from the airport.
Thick grits.
Yes, and I don't like watery grits.
Yes, no.
And they had the creamy, they call them the dreamy creamy grits.
No.
They were horrible.
No. I don't like creamy grits. I would look at my job, there's this one guy, this one cook in the cafeteria. When he makes grits, he makes them thick. That you gotta be like, to get it off the spoon.
Yes.
I love grits like that. Because then what I do, I add my salt and pepper, I add my butter, and I add my grape jelly. Don't let me get some scrambled eggs and a little cheddar cheese in the scrambled eggs, because then I'll put the scrambled eggs inside the grits, and then you got grits, jelly, salt and pepper, and butter. You talking about grits? Thick? Don't give me no watery grits.
Woo! I'm sorry.
I want you to let the grits sit. I want you to let them grits sit. I used to see them sometimes coming and pouring the water in them. Stop pouring that water in them grits.
Yes.
Them grits need to be thick. Ain't no watery grits over it. This ain't cream of wheat. These are grits. It's not be thick.
No cream of wheat. I love
cream of wheat. But grits, watery is not good to me. I can't enjoy it. I cannot enjoy it. I need it to be thick, so when you taking that spoon, it's like you gotta keep doing this to get it off the spoon.
In the Waffle House, everyone there is trained on how to make grits. I've never had an instant from Waffle House. Never. And they put just an amount of butter and the season, salt and pepper in it.
They're all well bred on how to make grits.
They got to know how to make grits, because you know you got your crowd that comes in for breakfast, then you got your drunk crowd that come in. You just got some people coming trying to get a little late brunch at the Waffle House. But yeah, but I'm gonna try the black. I don't know why I'm gonna say black people who brunch, but I want to try the black restaurant for brunch. And it was full. I mean, the picture that I seen on their Instagram, people be in there, so it was packed. But I also love me a good endless bottomless mimosa spot in Atlanta. So yeah, the next time I go, I have to stay in Atlanta. But I think that I'm definitely going to New Orleans, because they were telling me about Bayou Classic weekend, and even though you know they got the football thing going on, it'd be a whole bunch of action going on, and I want to be a part of the crowd. So they hyped me up, so I think I'm gonna go.
What crowd do you want to be a part of?
Oh, when everybody comes home because it's Thanksgiving weekend.
Oh, you want to be when the Saints come marching?
Hey,
okay.
I'm gonna show you how we're gonna do this thing.
Okay. You gonna go marching into my hotel room?
They march into mine. I'm like, Mikkel, come on there. Let's do something.
You want to be?
I'm gonna be mad because you don't eat no hot food.
You want to be one of the football players?
Hey, yeah.
Hey, what you?
And they got the right. I'm not shy on that.
I knew you were not. All right. Well.
So yeah, so that's our video. Listen, I'm sorry that I did not get a chance to listen to it. I listened to it, but I didn't give it a chance to give y'all my real thoughts. It's going to happen this week when we come back on Thursday. Yeah, and also, if you have not got your tickets, y'all know we are we're over a month away from August 11th. And something I noticed, and I don't know if this is shade, but it sounds like shade to me. Because some people that that you see, and they're like, do you still do the videos? I'm like, yes, the videos are up.
But you know what
you're talking about.
It's not. Some people do it to me too.
Mm-hmm.
It's not. I don't take it as shame. I just take it as you don't watch anymore.
Yeah,
that's all. Just say you don't watch anymore, rather than do you still do the videos? Because they'll always hit you with, "Oh my God, I love your show. Do you still do the videos?" And you be like,
"Yeah, like this. I just put a video up today."
Yeah, hello.
Either they stop watching or they subscribe and they still don't, and they don't get our videos.
And I just feel like if you don't watch anymore, don't ask, do you still do the videos?
Mm-hmm.
Just say, I love the show, or whatever the case may be. Because me being me, I'm just like, I'm about to start hitting that Michelle Williams. When that lady asks her, do you sing? And just look at her and walk away.
I'll never ever forget that.
Me neither.
You got to know your job. And they give you the papers on who people are when you when they on the record. I've said it several times.
Yeah.
Even they ain't having on us, but I'm just like, come on. You gotta know your job.
Did she actually do you sing?
Yeah.
No, I skip up and down this damn red carpet for the help to come across people like you. You ask somebody that.
So we're gonna go. We'll be back later this week with a new video. We didn't get a chance to do the Mikkel movie thing, but we're gonna get that done. We're gonna do this. We're gonna do it this week. Listen, I'm just transitioning back home. Let me get it together, but we got it coming for y'all. But y'all be safe. Oh, if I could recommend a movie, I don't really recommend stuff. Y'all, if you haven't watched it and you probably seen it on Netflix and you probably skipped it, but the movie Coco, it's a Disney film, and they say ages 5 to 7. F that. It's not no 5 to 7 movie. That movie is really for adults to me.
Or adults who think like kids.
Yeah, no, don't do it. Because when the Disney
if I see a show that says ages 5 to 7, I haven't been 5 or 7
in a long time.
Bitch, that was about 4 presidents ago. Yes, literally 4 fucking presidents ago. Okay, listen. Okay, the last time I was 5 and 7, I don't even think. The last time I was 5 and 7.
Office, no, Reagan was the president when I was born. Reagan, then Bush, Clinton, Bush,
bitch,
Obama.
5 and 7. I said 4 presidents ago.
Yeah. No, that's been 6. You were born when Reagan was. That was 6 presidents ago.
No. But I wasn't, bitch. You're trying me because I wasn't 6 when Reagan was president. You're really trying me. No.
You were born. He was still the president. He was your president.
I said 4 presidents ago when I was 6.
All right.
5 and 6. Obama, Bush, Clinton, and Bush.
And Trump. Wait.
4 presidents ago. Trump is the president.
Oh, he is the. Yeah. All right. Don't try to get me for my math, bitch. Don't do that.
What the fuck? Keep up.
Listen.
Keep
so
up.
anyway, Coco, you're gonna need your tissues at the end because baby, I cried and I cried. I did not think I was going to cry.
Is it a comedy or drama?
It's more of.
It's a black comedy. I mean, it's a black show, right?
No, it's they're Mexican. They're Mexicans.
Don't let Donald Trump see it.
Yeah.
Oh God, don't let him see it.
And basically, it's like it tells the story of the great-great-grandmother and how the father left her for a music career.
Is this it right here?
Yes.
Don't tell the whole story.
Yeah, I'm not. And basically, she doesn't want the children ever to grow up listening to music, but he happened to be a boy that really loved the music, and basically, it tells that story. But it was so good, and it's nothing like the twists and turns that was in that movie. Like it was great for a Disney movie, and I'm not sure how connect with children's emotions as well as it did with an adult's emotion. But it was definitely a great film. And you know, I recommend you all watch that movie Coco on Netflix. And it's almost 2 hours. It's really good. It's really, really good. And I gotta get my Disney movie game up because somebody said Disney movies always make her cry. And I don't know, but
well, I feel like Disney movies are like that for me too. I mean, look at The Lion King.
Yeah, that was 20 years ago.
Yeah, so no. The Lion King was 24 years ago.
Bitch, yeah.
1994.
Over 20 years ago. Cinderella ain't make me cry.
Cinderella's
The
old.
Lady in the Tramp.
That's years ago.
Remember when Disney Channel used to have all kinds of weird shit on their channel back in the day? I'm glad I'm grown.
Yeah,
Anyway,
it's coming.
Yeah, it's time to go.
Yeah.
What's that?
I don't know what's food, but it's time to go. Come on.
I put that other kind of food.
No.
Let's go.